I got you. 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 It's late. It's late. It's almost midnight. Just now jumping on to do the live broadcast. And earlier today, I sent out a tweet just saying, hey, just to let y'all know, I'm putting everything I got into this Panthers coverage for 2019. And today, I said that because I just ordered some more stuff. I'm supported by you guys, funded by you guys. So it's like, obviously I'm going to the red. But anyway, a lot of people responded to the tweet positively. I was like, hey, I'm just putting this out there to say it's part of entrepreneurship, but just to let you guys know the efforts out there. So I appreciate all the feedback and all the people that like the tweet. If you're not following me on Twitter, please do so. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and of course, you're probably already following me on YouTube if you follow me here. If not, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Let me tell you something. A good reason to hit that subscribe button is because in a moment, you're going to see some content from Coach Rivera's interview. A lot of people out there can put content out there that they're not supposed to and I get in trouble for it, but since I am a credentialed media member, they look at my stuff and I will get in trouble. So that means subscribe, hit the notifications. That way when I put up these videos, you all will be able to see it, and you can also be able to comment and interact here as I go through everything. So I'm just going to do one quick thing to make sure that I got all my ducks in a row, which I think I have all my ducks in a row. Sometimes all my ducks aren't in a row. It's late. I can have one duck out the row, right? But nevertheless, have verified that what I need to do. So we got three topics we're going to cover tonight, or in the morning if you watch this late. Cam Newton injury update, Gano injury update, and what about this 53-man roster? We got cuts that are going to start this Friday for the Carolina Panthers, and who are those guys going to be? So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this right now. We're going to go ahead and cut to Ron Rivera as he talks about looming cuts. I'm sorry, as he talks about the latest on Cam Newton.
It was him going through his warm-ups, his pre-practice warm-ups he typically does, and then he went through his throws. He's just striding him out right now. He's not driving off of his leg or anything like that, but he threw the ball pretty well, and I didn't get the number how many throws he made, but he threw the ball and threw it pretty well today. So we're pretty excited. He didn't really drop back or anything like that, just so you guys know.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. But there was Ron Rivera talking about Cam Newton and his latest on his injury update. Says he's threw the ball, looks pretty well, but Rivera, coaches have to be always optimistic. Rivera talked about one thing that he didn't do was just drive through, step into those throws. That he didn't do that yet. We still have almost 2 weeks basically until the regular season starts. Cam Newton being the tank that he is, you don't see that that's going to be any issue from him starting in week 1. Might be something a little nagging, but what they're going to say. They're football players. It's rare that they all are 100%. I think Cam would be a go. Let me know your thoughts below. Leave some comments below. Please feel free to do so. And I did get a little backed up on the comments. Guarantee you they're about to be answered. So I don't want to lose you guys' confidence in me answering those questions. So next up, good old Gano, a guy that I talked about earlier this week. And I asked Coach actually yesterday, is he going to kick this week? And he said, I don't know. Just got to see what the doctors say. And, Coach talked about when you ask Graham, he's just really such an even kill kicker, which is good. That's, kickers need to keep their emotions even killed, because when they kick, if they're not emotionally settled, that'll show. But nevertheless, let me show you what Ron Rivera today had to say about Gano and his latest injury.
Well, we'll see. Hopefully what will happen is in the next day or two, as he continues going through this process of working back to health, we'll know whether he's going to kick or not. And if he's able to, he most certainly will. That's for sure. I mean, he's been a part of what we've done for several years, and he's one of the quality kickers in this league. And we just kind of wait and see.
So He doesn't know. We have to wait and see. Rivera went on to say that he is a little uneasy about how long this process has taken with Graham. I'm sorry, we had a little blip there. He is a little uneasy with how long this process has taken with Graham Gano. For me, I feel like we're certainly at a point where I believe Sly is going to be on that 53-man roster. He said if Gano is able to kick this Thursday, that he will. But I just feel like if he's been taking longer than you expected him to take, I mean, Graham hasn't kicked in a minute. Why not have that safety of even having Sly on the roster, even if it's just 2 weeks, to make sure that when Gano does kick, that he doesn't re-injure anything. I mean, that's certainly something that you have to think about. And then if he doesn't re-injure anything, Sly is being a very proven kicker during this preseason. So why not possibly have him as trade bait? Because we lost. I mean, we lost Harrison Butker, maybe 3 years ago at this point? Definitely 2 years ago. And he's been doing wonders for the Kansas City Chiefs, just signed an extension, big contract. So, and we got nothing from him because he got signed off the practice squad. So that's my thoughts on Graham Gano. Hopefully, we'll see how that. Hopefully, Graham will be okay, and Joey will find a roster spot on another team. I do really like what Graham Gano has been bringing to this team. Last but not least, roster spots. They are looming. Roster spots are looming. Thursday is the last preseason game. Friday, you'll see teams start trimming people to get down to that 53-man roster. How many spots do we have? What's the cluttered positions? Rivera touched on that today about where they stand and how many spots just may be open at this point.
We've made a lot of moves. A lot of things have happened in the offseason, more so than we typically have had. So there's going to be a number of them. And again, as I said, this game really this game's going to weigh on a lot of the decisions.